Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my picks and analysis for the 2015-16 AFC Wild Card round playoffs. Now, the first game I'm going to talk about is the Houston-Kansas City game. Houston is at home against Kansas City. I'm actually going to take Kansas City to win this one on the road. I mean, Kansas City has been on a rampage lately. They've won 10 consecutive games. They've outscored their opposition 278 to 128 during that period. And Marcus Peters, I mean, he's been phenomenal. 8 interceptions. The team is number 4 in sacks in the NFL with 47, and they're number 2 in interceptions with 22. Also, their their turnover differential is superlative right now. They have 14. They've ended the season with plus 14 in the turnover differential, which was good for number 2 in the NFL. This team does not make many mistakes. They've shown that over that period during this winning streak, and really they're at a point where they're going to be very dangerous and deadly for anyone that has to play them right now. Now, Houston has played well the last few weeks by winning the division. They outscored their opposition 80 to 22 during that span, and they did lose to the Chiefs. I believe it was week 1 this season, 27 to 20. I know they'll be seeking retribution. I understand all that. J.J. Watt is led the finished number 1 in the NFL with sacks with 17 and a half. Houston, I talked about Kansas City being that sack machine before. Well, Houston is finished number 5 in sacks at 45. So you're going to see obviously a very strong pass rush from both these teams during the game. Whichever team gets to the quarterback a little bit more may actually win this game, I think, in this particular one. And the thing about it is, I just think right now with Kansas City, the way that they've been playing, the fact that is 10 consecutive wins, Houston has won 3 straight. I understand they're going in on a little bit of a roll, but Kansas City right now looks like really the team that can, if anybody can go into Houston right now, win on the road against them in the AFC, it very well could be Kansas City, and I think they're going to get it done. So I like Kansas City to win this one on the road against Houston. Now, the next game, I'm going to take Pittsburgh on the road to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, Pittsburgh, and their offense has been flourishing. They finished number 3 in total offense, number 4 in scoring offense, 26.4 points per game, and number 3 in passing offense. Big Ben, he goes in there, and if he's healthy, I do like the Steelers to put up some halfway decent offensive numbers. Wide receiver Antonio Brown finished number 1 in receiving yards in the league, or at least actually, my bad, not number 1. I have number 1, or at least tied for number 1, with receptions that went for over 20 yards with 25. Now, wide receiver Antonio Brown was one of the leaders in yards amassed. I don't know how many he had, but I know he was right up there. So he's very dangerous in the open field. And the Cincinnati Bengals were ranked number 20 in pass defense. And also, it's very speculative as far as their quarterback situation goes, which got me a little bit concerned. Now, they're trying valiantly to snap that playoff loss streak. I believe they've lost 5 consecutive playoff games during that. I don't know if they've lost even more than that, but they have lost the last 5 years. I believe they've been in the postseason, and they've lost 5. So now they're trying to break that streak, and I just don't know if this is the matchup where they can actually break that consecutive losing streak. They're also 1-3 in primetime games this season, and it just does not bode well for them. Now, if Andy Dalton comes back, that obviously augments their chances of winning, but I just don't. My feeling on it, it's early, but I don't think he's going to come back. I think it's going to be McCarron most likely. His status was questionable when last I had seen it, so I'm going to pick the Steelers to go in there and defeat the Cincinnati Bengals and get the road victory. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment for the 2015-16 AFC Wild card round playoffs. And stay tuned next time where I'll be giving you my picks and analysis for the 2015-16 NFC Wild Card playoff round. Well, anyway, people, this is Edwin Learnard, and until next time, stay well.